Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Vikings Valhalla Season 3, Episodes 3 and 4 into the same video for you on YouTube and also for you on Patreon. Yes, I'm reacting to the last season, the final season of Vikings Valhalla, but because I'm late, you know, to react to it, and also to be fully honest, like I told you last time, because I don't have a lot of views for this video, and I don't see really the purpose of making one video for each episode, I'm making one video for both episodes, you know, I mean, 2 episodes at a time, and I hope that you appreciate it, that way of functioning. I did it, you know, for Fear the Walking Dead, for Moneyist, like I said, Papel. So I thought that it could be the good way to do it for Vikings Valhalla, because for sure I want to watch it and to react to it. If you don't know it, I reacted to the 2 first seasons of Vikings Valhalla, so if you want to see my reaction videos for the 2 first seasons, you're gonna have the links, you know, for this playlist into the eye, and also for the playlist that I made for Vikings, the original show, the playlist that I made for, I don't know, The Last Kingdom, maybe you can be interested, or maybe Vinland Saga also, if you're interested by Vikings, but into an anime. Like, really? Vikings Valhalla, I'm glad to watch it, I want to watch it, I want to react to it, to share my thoughts, my reactions with you guys for this final season, and that's it. You're gonna have these reaction videos, 2 episodes in one video each time, and also if you're watching this on YouTube, on Patreon, you have already all of my reaction videos. Like if you're subscribing right now to my Patreon, you're gonna have already all of my reaction videos for this final season of Vikings Valhalla, everything, and everything in a longer reaction part if you're subscribing to the level 2, a full reaction part, everything, like really everything, if you're subscribing with the level 3. If you can be interested by that, you know, to have these advantages, to have already everything in full opacity and maybe the full reaction part, it's on my Patreon. Okay, so about this final season now of Vikings Valhalla, I appreciated the first episode of this season. I really had the impression that it was just, you know, for the viewers to come back into this universe with these characters, like we love them, like we left them, we found them again. Even if we had a big time jump, no matter what, they didn't change, their situations changed, just that. And yes, it was just us being back with Freydis being an amazing leader, with a little Vikings wedding, you know, a sweet moment, with also a fight, with Harald being involved, with Leif making a strategy, you know, to do things, you know, in a sticky way. Like really, Vikings Valhalla, that was perfect. And for me, the episode 2 was more presenting the real issues that these characters are gonna have to deal with during the season, the real narrative arcs that we're gonna follow. For example, for Harald, all of that thing about you're doing all of that because at some point you're saying that you want to come back home. Are you truly interested, in fact, to come back home? Like, at this point, are you not running away from home? And was it really worth it to make all of these battles, to kill all of these men and all? Like, was it truly worth it? That's gonna be a question for Harald. For Leif, we saw that he's really into that quest of more knowledge, but I think that for him it's also the question, is it truly worth it, like right there, to make that battle, to kill all of these guys because you want to have access to that library? Like, yes, again, was it truly worth it? And also, your knowledge being used by you, okay, it can sound cool, but it can be used by other people with bad intentions, and no matter what, why your intentions are gonna be better, in fact, are better than the intentions of someone else. At the end, you used your knowledge to provoke, you know, that attack, so to kill also guys. So, see, for me, Harald and Leif, maybe at the end, they have the same question to ask to themselves: is it truly worth it? All of what you're doing, your quest. your individual quest, is it truly worth it? Freydis, it's gonna be more about that new guy into her life, sticker, or just the fact that she's the leader of this village, so she needs to protect it, and we saw that someone is coming, Olaf's son is coming with bad intentions, and clearly Svein, Canute's son, didn't see it, didn't understand it, and on the contrary, he offered a safe passage to him, so that's bad. And we have also all of the thing with Canute, who wants to visit the Pope, how it ended, all of that, with Godwin, who was not really involved into it, who is sent now away, like, we have them also to follow. And that's cool, that's really cool, we're back with this show, these characters, and I cannot wait to discover what they are preparing for us, you know, for them, at least, for the end of this season. So yes, during this video you're gonna have both episodes, you know, episode 3 and episode 4, a longer one on my Patreon with the level 2, a full one on my Patreon with the level 3, with full opacity also, because I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be forced to play with opacity for YouTube. And yes, if you want to support me, you can come on my Patreon and you're gonna have these advantages on it. And you can also just support me if you want to thank me, you know, because I reacted to Vikings Valhalla, or just to encourage me to continue my channel. You have also right now a crowdfunding that I'm organizing, and you have all of the links into the description. Let's go for this episode!
As a reward for your triumphant actions in Sicily, we bestow upon you the title Spadaro Candidatus.
I'm not gonna say that myself.
Of an imperial warrior, a status signified by your new army.
Do you want to come back ready, Harald?
Where's your brother?
Yeah. Right where you left me years ago.
Oof.
Edward. My lord. It's been a long time.
It has. And you are just as courteous as I am.
If you left him here during entire years, come on.
Highness, may I introduce to you William, the Duke of Normandy.
Your Highnesses, welcome to Normandy.
And I am the Duke's guardian, Walter, his mother's brother. I rule for him until he reaches his majority.
Did you see that he tried to avoid him? I think you did.
He controls Normandy now. He's bleeding and dry.
William is only 15. He can reclaim his power then.
More likely he'll suffer an accident. The hands of his trusted guardian.
Not gonna happen.
Sadly, I'm afraid the blood of Rollo runs thin in his veins.
Perhaps. Or perhaps he's waiting for his time.
I've been told by Gita that you have my father's here. And that is good, because I wish to be the next king of England.
You are aware that there are others ahead of you in the natural line of succession.
He knows.
Your brother, Svein, Canute and Emma's son, Arthur Canute, and even her 2 children from her first marriage.
I'm not worried about any of them,
But perhaps you should be.
which is why I need your help. Tell me, what do I need to do to make this happen?
To convince him, and for now he's
Quite
not.
an excellent start.
What are you saying?
Knowledge. I spent 7 years hunting for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost myself.
What are you going to do?
From the last place I knew who I was.
The treasure from centuries of conquests.
I've never seen anything so magnificent.
Anything in these rooms can be yours.
Except for her.
But, as in life, you were only given a limited amount of time. Come, Zoe. Let us allow Harald to choose.
You don't have to choose.
Ah, she's tempting you for you to stay, like clearly. Resist, Harald, resist. He's not gonna resist. Good job, guys, good job. Taking her? Oh no. What can you do? That. Run! Run, my dear! I'll stay and save him.
Intended for the knowledge to be used to make the world better. And I've used it to make it worse.
What happened in Syracuse was not your fault.
Who knows what it? Who found that the elements could be blended to yield such a fire?
It can be used by the bad persons to do bad stuff. But who is saying that what he did with it, this attack, killing all of these people thanks to it, it was good also? Do you understand what I mean? Why what he did would be better than the other? You can't give up on that. She survived! She survived! She survived!
Harald, he is still alive. Stig is with him. How is he?
He's strong. Like his mother. Praise the gods. You're up.
How many have we lost?
At least half.
Who did it?
You made Jonsbach so difficult to attack that they had to
They
destroy
were not
the
already in Kattegat to...
But who did it?
I think we'll find out soon.
Must be ready when they arrive.
Ready? For what, Freydis? We've only a handful of warriors who could fight, and everyone is weak. Would it leave?
No!
Before they arrive?
Go where? On all sides we are surrounded by Christians.
I do not want to say goodbye.
Our friendship hasn't changed, huh? I have. Where I'm going, I won't need this. I want you to have it.
Does he know how to use it?
I need to always tell you the truth. It only works if you use it. May it remind you how you came this far.
You're the greatest navigator I ever met. May you find now what you're looking for. You cannot blame yourself, Freydis.
Yes, I can. I am the chosen one. I was shown a vision of a new home for my people. And now, when I need the gods' help the most, they have robbed me of my strength.
No.
Because they don't want you to fight.
But that is who I am.
Maybe you have other strengths, like...
Maybe the place you're meant to be is somewhere else.
No.
Alfred is the same, but Albert resents me for sending them here to Normandy.
They would have been in danger. Even our marriage would not have protected them. You knew that.
But I could have brought them back when you returned.
raise an army of Normans and land in England.
You'd be making a mistake. You're not ready.
You're all just
You
kids.
need to bide your time. Never let your enemies see you as a threat. Let them forget you're even there.
Is that what you're doing? Or was he agreeing with Walter?
Yes?
When the time comes, I will take what is mine.
Brave talk.
Swear it.
She's taking back what's ours.
Choosing the moment.
Those are those colors.
Yes. But you killed him. He had a son. Like this.
Uh-huh.
If we had even a dozen warriors, we could sink them easily.
So what do? We leave Youngsburg.
Are we sure that no one can see the two of you?
Here is where your future is. All you have to do is take it.
Oh, really like a mermaid. Like she's calling him like a mermaid, the temptation like a mermaid. It's not none, you know, to resist to that kind of temptations. We're finishing the episode with that. Oi, oi. The fact that I said in intro what questions, you know, these two, Leif and Harald, are gonna have to respond to during this season, and the fact that we are exploring that during this episode, you know, for Leif, was it truly worth it for you to search, you know, for all of this knowledge? Can you really justify the fact that you participated to all of these attacks, all of these killings, just to have this knowledge? Can you really justify the fact that you used your knowledge to plan attacks, to kill people? And okay, right there you saw someone that general using your knowledge for a bad reason, but in fact, who is saying that your reasons are better than his, you know? Like at the end, you're also responsible for people who died. Okay, that was not civilians, that was soldiers during a battle, but still. And it seems that Leif already answered to his question. No, it was not worth it. I searched for knowledge and at the end it's badly used, and even himself is refusing to be a soldier again, to use his knowledge for that reason. So he already answered to his question. When Harald, I said in intro that his question, it's really about, do I truly want to come back home? Like, maybe I should have come back home earlier, but I continue to search for glory, to search for money, prosperity and all. So at the end, do I truly want to come back home? And no matter what, was it really worth it, all of what I did right there? And the fact that this lady, this mermaid, you know, right there is tempting him to stay and all. It's not a surprise that Harald is not resisting to the temptation. Again, he's not known to resist to that kind of temptation. And for now, his answer to that question, it's really like, oh, finally, maybe I'm gonna stay. Maybe I'm not gonna leave and be the king of Norway like I promised to myself and to everyone, like I'm repeating since entire years. Maybe not, in fact, at the end. Just to come back to Leif, you know, Leif living like that all by himself. It's almost, you know, symbolic about the fact that he's lost with himself, what he's supposed to do, who he's supposed to be. And he wants to find himself, like he's lost into his mind. Right there he's gonna be lost all by himself, middle of the sea, and he wants to find himself. He said that he would go back to where, you know, the last time that he felt like he was truly himself. I would want him to come back home, but I'm not sure it's gonna happen. For Freydis, this episode, it was about knowing how many people died into our village, the fact that they are weak right now. Olaf's son Magnus is coming, surely with bad intentions. They're not enough to defend the village, so she has to leave the village. But for someone like Freydis, for the last daughter, you know, of Uppsala, she can't give up just like that. It's really rough. It's cool to go back to that, you know, to who she truly is. I love it. I was a little surprised by Stig's responses, you know, to her. Like, I'm not suspecting him of being someone bad, being involved into all of that, nothing like that. But I didn't appreciate that much his responses. When clearly for me, first episode he gained Freydis' heart, second episode he gained the trust all of this village. So right there, third episode he should have already my trust, and he has it. But at the end, for sure, I'm still thinking about Freydis and Harald together. Emma back with her sons, and that William, you know, that promise that they are making to themselves. I'm wondering about it, really. Does it mean that we're gonna have a time jump at some point? Like, they are too young for keeping their promises now. So, another time jump? We'll see. And I'm gonna see that right now, because I'm gonna watch episode 4 right now. Everything into the same video for you.
What do you want? Tell me what you need.
Already, you're so easy, Harald. You're such an easy guy.
Emperor, may I help you?
Saved by your friend.
We have followed you, always. But this is the most dangerous thing you have asked of us.
Can you truly ask that?
I ask nothing of you.
You do! Whether you want it or not. Good job, good job. One more. More than one more. Do you truly need to kill him? Just the kid, you know, who was staying with the horses? Yes.
When you're ready, I'll take you down to the nearest town and you'll be safe.
If I was looking for safe, I wouldn't be here. I have a purpose here.
Which is?
To restore this house of God.
If you don't need my help, I'll go on my way.
But I do need your help. With my wound, I cannot carry water to mix the mortar.
Do you need him to help to build a church?
What horrible plague befell them? Not a plague. Me.
We should be looking for your father.
I'm looking for the woman called Freydis.
She's dead. She died of the sickness.
That's you, Freydis.
You recognize this axe?
This is the Lord of Sax.
What happened to his body?
It is outside the gates. In the valley of the dead. With the other Christians she killed.
Now, you are going to take me there.
Freydis, what is your plan?
What sort of nun drinks ale and no stone masonry?
One was not always a nun.
You're a mason.
Good
My
answer.
husband was. We worked together in a town in the south. Now my turn. The man you seek?
A map maker.
What do you want with him?
An answer to the unknown. When I was young, my father took me on a voyage to
Okay
the north.
for that, but you know, his answer, it's also because of that kind of answers that people are believing into gods, you know, like, are just
Lying
believing.
with tall trees, golden in the sunrise. I'm from Greenland, I'd never seen trees before. When I went to tell my father, the land vanished and I was the only one who had seen it.
You want to know if it's real?
Yes.
Okay, you separated them. Ah, you're gonna live with their bones?
2 boats. Hey, this is a trap. They have not abandoned Yogsborg. We have checked everywhere. Not everywhere. Not the dead. Back to Yogsborg! It's too late to surrender now, Freydis. You may have killed my father. You will not escape me.
I am not surrendering to your madness! I am destroying you!
To block the entry. I don't to warn them. Good job!
He left me. My husband. I killed our child. When he was away, raiders attacked our village and killed many. When they reached our house, I hid beneath the floor with our son. He was only a few months old. And he had to cry. I covered his little mouth with my hand. And he wouldn't stop crying. So my hand pressed firm. And they finally left. I was alive. My child was dead.
I think God forgave him.
I believe he helped me forgive myself.
You have made no mystery of how you feel about me, or your mother, or your belief that the crown of England belongs to you.
It does. The throne belongs to the House of Wessex.
Someday. Not now. And when that day comes, perhaps one of my sons will wear the crown. But whoever wears it must realize something important, or they will not wear it long. Thrones may be inherited, but kings are made.
Why have you told me this?
Because your mother loves you. And I love your mother.
He wants to let you a chance.
I do not like the way you treat her. She abandoned us. She did so to protect you. You are not safe in England. She did what she did to give you a chance to survive. Do not punish her for that. If you want to be a king, behave like one. Else your pride and anger will be the end of you.
That's good advices. You should take them.
I will offer you 2,000 of my Varangians. Pound for pound, they're worth double General Maniakis' men.
Will you, you? No. He is needed here.
Is? Are you using her to keep Harald here?
Have I not sent all that treasure back to Novgorod for safekeeping with you?
Dutifully.
Then why did you doubt me?
Because you have enough gold to raise 5 armies. And here you still are.
Don't want to come back. You're running away from your homeland, your responsibilities, your dream.
Spartano Candidatos.
She killed him and all his men, and now rules Jomsburg.
Not anymore, but she did.
She was always destined to be a ruler.
A son? Something about a son?
A ruler with a 7-year-old child.
Thank you, Uncle. I'm glad to learn this.
Do the mass!
But not enough to leave all this.
Freydis chose her path.
You didn't understand or you don't care? Oh, Freydis. You came back.
I'm sorry to have taken your horse, but I needed to find my sister. We've come to help 2 more pairs of hands to build your church.
And I am most grateful.
Nice.
For you, my love. I carved it myself.
The likeness of who is this carved?
It is the Viking god, Thor. I know that he inspired you when you were a boy.
I thank you for this gift, William, Duke of Normandy. The blood of Rollo runs in your veins. May you draw strength from that. From one Viking to another.
Thank you.
Good luck finding your trees.
Your
When we
truth.
finished the church, never saw a bell.
When we finish, God will provide one.
Already it's the end of the episode 4, meaning the middle of this final season, and we still have an Harald who is like, I don't know, should I stay, should I go? Do I truly want to be the king of Norway? Do I prefer that life of glory, you know, and all of this money? I think that he's getting used right there, and he doesn't know about it. For the Emperor to insist on him staying here, when you know, if truly you think that your wife might be doing things with Harald, you had suspicions about it, with them talking, with their background, with also his lips, like he could not see it. So right there, you want him to stay? Is it possible that he used her to convince Harald to stay? But why would he need you to stay that much? Maybe because he's afraid of the other guy, you know, to try to take the throne. He's afraid of someone trying to take his place, and he needs you, someone who is just obeying and loyal to him for no reason, who doesn't care, in fact, about having power and having the throne. Like, you're saying that you're doing all of that to be king, Harald, but clearly you're not trying to reach any kind of power, rather you're not interested by it. Maybe for that reason? What else it could be? For him, you know, to want Harald to stay. I don't know. But clearly that's a risky game that you're playing if he's not aware of what his wife is doing. Clearly that's a dangerous game that Harald is playing. The fact that you just learned that Freydis is alive, that she is a leader of Jomsburg, like clearly we know now that she was forced to leave the town, but him at least he had the confirmation that she was alive and that she had a 7-year-old son. Do the math! Come on, you have to know, to understand that it's yours. Like, if you didn't understand that, it's so fucking stupid, that's a real disappointment. If he understood and he doesn't care about it, that's also a disappointment. How? You should care! Leif, all of that moment, you know, with the nun, it was mostly to have that discussion about religion, faith, God, and also the fact that he's trying to reach something not impossible, but something really, which is not something that you can feel, you know, that you can touch. He's trying to find the answer for the unknown. He's trying to find his place into this world in a way, like, I think that she understood that and it was a good discussion for him. Because all of that, you know, all of these questions, these metaphysical questions also, they are what people who are believing, you know, they are trying to respond to also. To try to have the answer for the unknown, you know, to try to find explanations like that. And that was a sweet story. All of the thing also about not killing the kid, he's escaping with your horse, he's coming back with help, so in fact she was right to save him because he was clearly not dangerous. She was right to trust him because he came back with help. Violence is not the answer, killing is not the answer, you should try a little more to trust people, to work with them, all of that. I got it. Freydis, her plan was so great. You know, I didn't understand fully why she was right there. Okay, you're taking them to a trap, but what could be that trap? Ah, in fact, they were still into the village. Ah, in fact, they are taking the boat to escape. Like, really, I didn't understand all of the things. No matter what, at the end, she's succeeding, and I'm glad. Magnus, you can't have them, you can't have her, and you're blocked into Jomsburg. For a long time, you don't have any boat and all to live, so you're gonna be blocked right there for a long time. That's cool. And now you're gonna search for a new home for this? Are you gonna come back to your first home? No, maybe not. They didn't plan all of the resources that they need to make that journey. Emma's sons, you know, right there, Canute talking with Edward, convincing him to be nice with his mother. Also talking about who is gonna be the next one to take the throne. Like, he didn't tell him you don't have any chance. He said, if you want to have a chance, you need to act like a true king, to change your attitude. And at the end, he changed his attitude. William also, the fact that he created that thing, a Viking god. That's pretty cool also. Godwin, all of the situation with Godwin, you know, are you truly gonna help that one? That Canute's son? I wouldn't bet on him. If I have to bet on one of them, you know, one of the potential heirs, I'm not sure that I would bet on him. He's the oldest one, but he's clearly not the most clever one. And even, you know, his bravery, you know, how he acted during that fight, okay, it was cool, but put that guy in front of Harald, not that much, so we'll see. Okay, that was 2 cool episodes, you know, the episode 3 and 4 that I watched into that video, with some, you know, longer moments, like some moments which were maybe a little too much, a little too long. Like, again, it's the final season. I want for each scene to be important, to be impactful, you know, to be intense, and right there, the rhythm of these 2 episodes, some moments were a little too slow for me. Like, we have to understand that that's it. It was the middle of the season. For the rest of this season, I want more. And not just more longer episodes, which is gonna be the case, but more actions, more stuff. We'll see. And we have a lot of sexual things also during these 4 first episodes. Okay, we are used to have that kind of stuff into Vikings Valhalla, but right now even more, no? Okay, it's all for you and for me for today, for this video, for these 2 episodes. Remember that if you're watching this on YouTube, you can subscribe to my Patreon, you can have already my reactions and my thoughts to the 4 next episodes. You can have a longer reaction part with the level 2 or a full reaction part with the level 3 for each of these videos already, and with full opacity with everything. If you want to have these advantages, if you want to support me, you have already all of that on my Patreon. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.